No more being a free frag when you can hear from all directions.
Priya, we have to start in 13 minutes. 5 minutes we start. We open the door in 5 minutes.
Brings your game to the next level. High frame rate for that smooth viewing experience.
Clinton.
For the win, AI camera allows you to capture stunning images anytime, anywhere.
He's already asked me twice.
Crazy fast, crazy smart. Honor play. Honor for the brave.
Okay, are you ready? Let's play. Honor play. Better, 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 better. And people who are watching us live, please, if you have any comments and suggestions, please write down your comments. We'll be more happy to revert to you on that. Let's start the proceedings from here. We call ourselves as a young, vibrant brand. Whenever there is a great technology that's going to go, there is going to be a great effort. So this is what we want to bring you here. Let's play here.
Thank you very much, sir, for giving us such wonderful insights on honor. All right. Well, excitement is just building up, and once again, I would like to welcome you all on this remarkable day, and as well as I would like to welcome our online audience who are joined with us through webcast across the world. All right, people, now it's time to learn more about the much awaited new offering from Honor. So let's welcome on stage Mr. Clinton Jeff, Senior Marketing Lead. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Mr. Clinton Jeff.
Everyone for coming all the way here. I'm hoping my microphone's working well enough. You almost made me a little deaf in the ear over there. Thanks a lot. All right. So I appreciate everyone joining us on a Monday. There's a lot to talk about, and I'm really excited about Honor Play. Honor Play is crazy fast and crazy smart. Here's why. All right. That video was pretty crazy. I love a good product video. As you can see, there's a lot that goes into Honor Play that makes it good enough for us to use that slogan. The most obvious thing that everyone's talking about is performance. Honor Play is all about performance. And performance has a lot to do with the processor that you use, in the phone especially. Honor Play boasts a flagship Kirin 970 AI processor. And it's not just high performance, it's flagship performance. With a dedicated MPU, it helps the Honor Play do a lot of different tasks. For example, in the AI camera, the MPU helps us scan through 2,000 image scenarios in just a minute. That's pretty huge. And it's not just Kirin 970 and the dedicated MPU. Honor Play also has GPU Turbo out of the box. What does this mean? Let me show you. GPU Turbo improves performance by optimizing how the system uses hardware and software resources. Graphics processing efficiency is up by up to 60%, and battery consumption is saved by up to 30%. And this makes a huge difference because most games take up a lot of battery on your phone. This also means that games run at a much higher frame rate than before. You'll see here that the average frames has gone up from 36 before GPU Turbo to about 38. There's a visual difference that you can see when you play a game. For example, here you can actually see Honor Play with GPU Turbo on the right side. And you'll see what a big difference it makes with average frames per second. Now here, you'll see that the average frames is much higher on Honor Play with GPU Turbo. This is actually a pretty cool game. Now that's the key to a great gaming experience. Not only are the average frames per second much higher, but they're also very consistent. Now this slide is actually my favorite, because here you can actually visually see how we played a very popular game against another competition flagship. And you'll see that the average frames per second on Honor Play is not only much higher, but also way more consistent and way more stable overall. This is the power of GPU Turbo. You'll see on the competition flagship, there's a lot more jitters and a lot more drop frames as well. And it's not just performance improvements, it's also battery. GPU Turbo allows Honor Play to play games much longer than an average flagship phone. Speaking of which, Honor Play has a 3750 mAh battery, and fast charging, of course. And we rated it at up to 1.5 days worth of heavy to moderate usage. That's pretty good. Of course, Honor Play also has dual VoLTE right out of the box, so you can put in two 4G SIM cards in the hybrid SIM card slot, and you always have access to fast data. Honor Play is born to speed. It's not just GPU turbo, it's also the kind of memory that we're using. Honor Play has LPDDR4X RAM and UFS 2.1 found in way more expensive smartphones. And that, along with the flagship processor, is what gives Honor Play that speed. So that's performance on Honor Play. It's a Kirin 970 AI processor. It's a dedicated MPU, GPU turbo right out of the box. There's LPDDR4X RAM, and there's UFS 2.1. All of this means performance. We also have a very cool feature called AI gaming that will be coming in a software update later on. And it brings in some very, very cool experiences. The first is 4D gaming. I'll wait for that sound to get a little slower. AI gaming will have image and sound recognition in-game and give you a corresponding vibration feedback based on the type of game you're playing. This is pretty cool. There's also 3D gaming audio. You can plug in a pair of headphones via the headphone jack or a pair of Bluetooth headphones, and you'll get gaming audio that's surround sound. That's pretty cool as well. Of course, I should also mention, the product guys love this feature. We have Gaming Suite available on Honor Play. This means if you're getting an SMS or a phone call while you're playing a game, you can dismiss these very easily, and it won't interrupt you. Hopefully, it won't distract you too much when you're playing your game. Here's a quick video. Very cool little update that will be coming along as an over-the-air update to Honor Play. So that's smart gaming on Honor Play. The next thing I want to talk about is AI camera. Our AI camera is very, very cool. Honor Play comes with a 16 plus 2 megapixel dual camera at the back and a 16 megapixel front-facing camera. But it's not just the hardware, it's a lot about the software. Our AI camera can go through 22 objects and over 500 scenarios. It can tell the difference between a plant and a person, or a cat and a dog, which can be a little tricky sometimes. It can also tell the difference between an ancient monument and a green field. It's really cool because I used my Honor Play to take a picture of CST in Bombay, and I got a beautiful picture where it detected there was a pretty ancient monument. Now, how does it work? Here's how it works. Suppose you're on a calm beach right here, and you're pointing that camera at that calm beach. The AI camera will actually go through up to 2,000 scenes to try and find which scene it recognizes. And that's where you'll get a beautiful picture right here where the color pops a lot more. And you can actually visually see the kind of difference that AI camera makes. For example, when it comes to greenery, you can see that here in this picture, not only is the grass a lot greener, but the sky is a lot bluer as well. And it's not just green fields. For example, over here, if you pointed at a water body, and this is an actual picture taken from the phone itself, you'll see that the water stands out a lot more than without AI, along with the green and the blue. Or this picture where it was just a cloudy day, and we pointed up and took a picture of the sky, and you'll see that the clouds are just as fluffy, but the sky is a lot more bluer. That's the power of our AI camera. This is one of my favorite pictures, again, taken on Honor Play. You'll see that there's a lot more detail in the reflection below, as well as the clouds that are up above with the AI camera enabled. And it's not just photos. HonorPlay comes with EIS out of the box. I knew you guys would like that, right? This means that you can record your videos and they'll be smooth. Like here, you can see the visual difference with EIS and without EIS. Of course, this is enabled right out of the box. HonorPlay will also be getting an update that will bring along AI stabilization, which will help you take low light pictures without needing a tripod. This is something that I've used before and I really appreciate it. Usually at low light, you need a tripod to take a good shot. Hopefully, when you guys get the AI stabilization update on HonorPlay, I think you'll be pretty impressed. There's also wide aperture mode, so you can take a picture and have that nice crisp little bouquet at the back. And of course, at the front, HonorPlay has a 16 megapixel front-facing camera. This picture is taken right from the front of the HonorPlay front-facing camera. And it's pretty gorgeous, the kind of quality that you can achieve. With our 4-in-1 light fusion technology, you fuse 4 pixels in to get this really cool, effective 2 micron pixel size, which brings in a lot more detail in low light situations. Of course, we also have our very cool AR mode that's kind of fun. You can take a picture while you're presenting and kind of change whatever background that you want. You could be at the Taj Mahal, you could be pretty much anywhere that you have a picture of. This is pretty cool. HonorPlay also has 3D portrait lighting to take the kind of selfies that you want. For example, here you can take a butterfly-ish picture with the butterfly lighting, or you can take classic or theater lighting as well. And this is all thanks to our 3D facial recognition, which allows us to get that precise bouquet and clear distinction. Another cool feature that I really want to talk about is AI Gallery. Now this is an actual screenshot from our friend Abhilash from the GTM team. Abhilash recently had a baby girl, and she's the cutest thing you'll ever see. But you can see here, it automatically grouped up all these pictures. And this all happens completely offline. That's the big deal. Here it grouped in all the pictures from his celebration, and it put it into a little folder, but it also started categorizing by people and by location. And it's not just grouping, it'll also make a really fun video that you can share to social media. And apart from that, there's also offline search, so you can search and see wherein you took pictures. For example, Abhilash had some really good biryani somewhere in Gurgaon. And I came to know that because I searched for Gurgaon food on his phone, and I came to know there's a pretty secretive biryani place that he hasn't told me about. So AI Gallery is pretty cool, and we're very proud of the camera on HonorPlay. 16 megapixel front-facing camera, 16 plus 2 dual camera at the back. AI camera is a big feature, and we're very proud to see what our fans do with HonorPlay. Of course, when we talk about fans, we also talk about the experience. We want our phones to be a great experience for people who use it. HonorPlay comes with EMUI 8.2 out of the box, based on Android Oreo. And of course, it has front-facing face unlock, which is pretty cool. It's also a smart face unlock, so you can choose to have your notifications only shown if it recognizes you. This means if you are in a workplace where people pick up your phone, they won't be able to see your notifications. It recognizes you. Another cool feature is the fingerprint scanner at the back, of course. If you're in a situation where you can't use face unlock, the fingerprint scanner comes in very handy. For example, I have a friend called Shile who's here who keeps wearing his face mask whenever he walks around Delhi. So the fingerprint sensor comes in very handy in these situations. Another new feature that we are debuting with HonorPlay in India is High Touch. High Touch is a very cool feature wherein if you walk into a bookstore and you see a book, you can scan that book with High Touch, which will take you to the Amazon India link where you can check out maybe the Kindle edition of that book. And it works with almost any object that you just have to point the High Touch feature to. Of course, we also have Party Mode. This is something that our product team really likes and our fans really like. Yeah. So I thought I'd just mention Party Mode one more time, where you can sync up to 7 Honor phones and play music around. It's pretty cool. So experience is a very, very cool thing about our phones. And we're very proud about the feedback that we get from our fans to keep improving EMUI as well. The last thing I want to talk about is design. What's the point of great performance and a great experience if you don't like the phone that you're using it on. Honor Play is beautiful, mostly that large screen. It's a 16 centimeter full view notch display, which is huge. But in spite of being huge, Honor Play is still very comfortable to use. It's a 19.5:9 aspect ratio phone with 89% screen to body ratio. But I love how comfortable a phone it is to use, and you can check it out in the experience zone after to really know what I'm talking about. Most of this comfort comes from the fact that it uses metal. It's a unibody metal design, and you'll notice by holding it in the experience zone later that the curved edges, they don't dig into your palm when you're holding it. Another reason why it's so comfortable to use is because of how slim it is. It's a 7.4 millimeter slim phone, and we still have space for a headphone jack. Yeah, right along the USB Type-C port. I know, I appreciate that too. So it comes in two colors. There's my personal favorite, which is the navy blue. I really like this color, yeah. And then there's if you're a more formal guy like Sanjeev, you'll maybe prefer the midnight black. So I'm very happy about design on Honor Play. It's a large phone, but it's very comfortable to use, and it looks good. So from an all-around perspective, we're very happy with Honor Play. It's crazy fast, crazy smart. And before I hand it back to Suhail, let me show you one video that I really like to give you a summary of everything I talked about. Thank you.
Introducing Honor Play. Let's take a look at some crazy facts. Kirin 970 with AI processor and GPU turbo for crazy processing speeds. Crazy smart AI camera. Crazy big screen. No more being a free frag when you can hear from all directions. Own your 4D gaming experience with SmartShock. GPU Turbo brings your game to the next level. High frame rate for that smooth viewing experience. For the win, AI camera allows you to capture stunning images anytime, anywhere. Crazy fast, crazy smart. Honor Play. Honor for the brave. Introducing.
Would also like to thank Mr. Jeff for giving us that wonderful presentation. That was super informative. And the specifications are just mind-blowing. Do you agree? Yeah, we do. Well, now I know why Honor Play is being called crazy fast, crazy smartphone. Okay, looks like the excitement is going a notch up by the minute, and I'm sure all of you tech connoisseurs are having an amazing time here. So I'm not gonna waste any more time and not make you wait any longer. Let's call up on stage Mr. Suhail Tariq, CMO, and Mr. P. Sanjeev, Vice President Honor, to kindly come up for the moment that we all have been waiting for, to unveil this technological marvel from Honor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, ready to present to you the stunning Honor Play. Come on, we can do better than that. We can really do better than that. Can we hear out some more cheer and crazy cheer in the house? Wow, that's amazing. Finally, we get to see the star that we all have been talking about till now. I would request some media friends to kindly get a good shot. If you want to come closer and take the picture, you can. There we are. All right. So, a premium flagship phone with a high-end processor, AI camera, and GPU turbo for excellent gaming. Wow. Now I'm sure a lot of you here are thinking what I am thinking. What is the price? Yeah.
All right, thank you for that. So are you guys excited to know the price? So thanks to Clinton, he brought out the features really well. I think you know it's a flagship smartphone from us. And we put in everything great in this. It's powered by our Kirin 970, the high-end processor, which has its own brain, which we call as the independent NPU, that helps do a great AI. And of course, it's supposed GPU turbo. So you guys know what this phone is about. And I heard you guys screaming for EIS out of the box. And also it has a quick charge Type-C. So I think it's a great package. So let's have a look at the price. So you have a real flagship for the first time under 20,000 rupees in India. I hope you really like it. So it's going to be available starting today at 4 o'clock on Amazon. And also you can also buy it on our Honor store. And we also have a partnership with Vodafone, a 1 year, 10 GB per month for 12 months. Along with Prime subscription, etc. So grab hold of the phone today at 4 o'clock. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, gentlemen, for doing the honors. Can we once again make some noise for all new honor play? And on that prize, that's amazing. Wow. Okay, I definitely have my eyes for this one, and I'm sure you all want to experience it by yourself too. So let me take you through and to the place where you can get to know it. All right, guys, I'm pretty sure everybody is eager to experience the honor play by yourself and get your reviews online. So, can I have your attention at the back now? I am dying to see just how this crazy fast and crazy smartphone is. So, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready? Once again, here, presenting to you the Honor Play Arena, where you can experience yourself the iconic and amazing Honor Play. Well, let's build up some more excitement! Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the Honor Play Arena, where you all can come in and experience the all-new Honor Play, the crazy fast, crazy smartphone, right here. Let's make some noise for this! So I welcome you all to come and step inside the arena and experience Honor Play by yourself. And please do join us for lunch after this. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I thank you all for being a part of this iconic day with us. All our media friends and all the fans who have joined us from across the country, thank you very much. Have a great day.
We are the bold. We can be anything, anything, anything. We are the light. We light the dark. We can do everything, everything.